So I'm gonna teach you the steps of charging Freon. Okay, assuming that this is empty, meaning no Freon at all. So first thing that you're gonna do is to check the plate. Pay attention. Check the plate. You need to find out what type of Freon that we're going to use for this one. This is 14A, and next you need to find out also the factory charge. This is 3.73 right there. Next, you're going to check the subcooling. You might need it later on. This is 10 degrees Fahrenheit. And then the model, as you can see the middle part of the model, if you see the 24, meaning this is 2 tons. Okay? So now, you're done. You know it already. You prepare your tools. You prepare your Freon. This is 14A. Set it up. All of the manifold gauge. And then the scale. So put this one on the scale. And start with the yellow. And put it here. Okay? Up, 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 up. And this one is on. You turn on this. And then flip it over. Let's start with this one. I'm gonna remove this. So this one over here, we're gonna start, or we're gonna start on the high pressure or low pressure. It's up to you. But as soon as you remove there, it's closed. No moisture is going inside, right? You open this a little bit and then purge a little. Release. As soon as you see the Freon come out, you purge the line. From right here, you remove the moisture. You put this one right away. Okay, blue line is the low pressure, low temperature. Okay, and you put it on the big pipe. Okay, this is what we call the suction line. You put it here, vapor line. Next, you're gonna get this high pressure hose. Okay, and you're gonna purge this. Open this a little bit, and then open this. As soon as you see the Freon a little bit coming out in here, that's it. You remove the moistures on the line. You don't have any more moisture in here. You plug in right away to the liquid line. Okay? Liquid line is what? High pressure, high temperature. And this is discharge. Now you're ready. You're done. Okay? So right now, you're gonna close this, and then turn on this. So you're ready for charging. Okay? So now you're gonna take it off this, turn the power on. Give me a second. I need to get the scale. Okay? You put it back. Okay? So now you're ready. Press the power on. And then press the power on in here. Okay, when you start, and make it sure, first, right now the weight of this tank over here is tells you. So you write it down here, how much pounds do we have on this tank. Now, this is 3.73 pounds, right? You have 9 pounds on this, so you have enough, more than enough Freon to put it in. Right? Now you're ready to charge. You gotta press the tier until it's turned to 0. Now it's 0. Okay? So when this one's 0, meaning you're ready to charge. Anything that you remove from right here, you will see it from this. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna watch out in here while you're charging until you reach the 3.73, meaning that's it. You stop. You press this one counterclockwise for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Close it. And then charge again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then close it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open it again until you reach the amount that you're supposed to charge it. So you're done. You close this. You close this. We need to remove the remaining Freon from the hose. But before we do that, okay, we need to make it sure that this one over here is closed. So we're gonna flip it over again and close this tank and then close this. Okay, why we need to close this? To separate the pressure in here to this line. You're going to close this. This one is still closed, right? You see it? So, this one you open it. Okay? And then the remaining Freon in here, and you want it to go in the middle. So they meet on the middle right now. So what you're trying to do, this one is open, right? So you're just going to open this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until the gauge going back to 0. So, remember, before I forgot, the system should be running. Okay? You don't charge when the system is not running. Okay? So, you keep charging. Okay? And then the Freon in here is gonna go forward until you go out in here. And then the Freon in here is gonna go to the suction line until it finishes. If this one is going back to 0, meaning there is no more pressure and Freon on this line, you close it, and then you close this, and then start removing this. The only difference on this one right now, there's no more pressure. It's easy to take it off this. You will not see any Freon that coming out because there's no pressure in here anymore. Okay, meaning charge the Freon, the remaining Freon. All right, question? No more, right? So we're done with charging, and then we are done with removing or adding the remaining Freon from the hose.
And purging.
Okay, that's we're done. Now next, the second performance task is what? We have what? Adding Freon. Adding Freon is different than charging the whole Freon. All right? Raise the line right now. You need to know how much you need to add Freon. So meaning the system have pressure. Okay? You're gonna add Freon. But when you add Freon, assuming that you don't know how much Freon we need to add, you plug in this, turn on, and then flip it over, set it up to 0 by pressing the tier, and now the T1 for temperature, and then T2. All right, you connect this two over here, it will show up here. You need to know the subcooling. Okay, it will tell you in here how much is the subcooling for this one. This is 10 degrees, right? So if you see it on the total in here is 9 degrees, meaning you have less Freon. If it's 9, less Freon you need to add. You're gonna watch out until this one's going back to a total of 10 degrees. That's the time you stop. You don't know how much you're gonna add it. It's because it depends on your subcooling. Do you understand me? And then you keep adding until you reach the degrees. Okay, this one will compute right away what is the temperatures and then the pressure. When you're done, the same thing. You need to remove the remaining Freon, right? The same process, right? Flip this back, close it to separate the pressure from this tank to this hose. Because right now they have the same pressure from inside to here, right? So, again, you close this, okay? You close this, you open this. Now, this one is in here waiting for an exit. And this one over here is waiting for the exit. So if you open this suction line, this one over here is ready for you. You open this one right now. So if you open this, meaning the Freon gonna go in there. But right now we're gonna put it on the low pressure, okay? All right, so open this and then close it. Open this, 5 seconds, and then close it until this one going back to 0 and you're done. As simple as that. Any more question?